Imagine this. The alarm shatters the silence early in the morning, and with horror you realize you've woken up only to go to work again. Do you also feel stress, anger, and a sense of injustice? If so, you're far from alone. According to a recent survey involving more than 65,000 professional developers worldwide, 80% of programmers are all too familiar with this feeling. 1 in 3 absolutely hates their job. Half are just drifting along, stuck in their comfort zone, and only 20% of the lucky ones truly enjoy their work. When you think of the profession of a programmer, the stereotype probably comes to mind of someone working remotely, earning a hefty paycheck while lounging with a laptop on the beach, free to do whatever they want. However, upon closer inspection, the reality is much darker and more complicated. I spoke with 3 typical programmers working at Apple, Google, and Meta, and they candidly shared the ins and outs of their jobs. Let's start with the money. Yes, many people believe that programmers are an elite class, living in luxury homes and driving premium cars. But the days when you could just show up at a company, say you want to work there, and they'd train you from scratch are long gone. Today the market is flooded with people who have completed online courses, learned the basics of coding, and are now blindly applying for every job in hopes of landing an offer that will at least cover their basic needs. Nowadays, programming is just a regular profession where, to make good money, you have to work hard and put in long hours. Courses are only the first step. Now programmers are expected to have a deep understanding of algorithms, know multiple frameworks, and have hands-on experience with real projects. The average programmer's salary may be higher than in other fields, but so are the demands placed on you. And even if you do land a job, it's just the beginning of the real challenges. Every programmer eventually encounters legacy code. Imagine being assigned to create a new feature based on old code, written years ago by a developer who has long since left the company. If they didn't leave detailed documentation, you'll have to build that feature blindly, relying only on your best guesses. One wrong move and the entire system could collapse, data could be lost, and you could be out of a job. Legacy code is the foundation that supports the entire system, and you never know which brick could bring everything down. As a result, you end up adding a ton of patches, hoping everything holds together. It's like building a house of cards, where a single breath could topple all your efforts. If you think legacy code and development challenges are only an issue for small companies, you're sorely mistaken. In large corporations like Apple or Google, you'll just be a small cog in a vast machine. Your sense of self-identity may suffer since you won't be making key decisions. And unless you're a world-class specialist, you're easily replaceable. In such companies, work often becomes a mechanical process, devoid of creativity and innovation. On top of that, there's often a disconnect with clients who don't really know what they want. This leads to managers assigning you absurd tasks, like drawing 7 colorful lines that are red, and you're forced to work quickly to meet deadlines, sacrificing code quality and elegance in the process. A programmer must constantly learn to keep up with rapidly changing technologies. New libraries and frameworks are released almost daily, and you need to stay on top of it all to avoid becoming a dinosaur in your field. Just staying where you are requires running, and to advance you need to sprint even faster. This never-ending race burns many out, and some turn to stimulants or leave the profession altogether, exhausted and resentful of anything to do with coding. Being a programmer isn't just about high salaries and flexible hours. It's a constant battle with outdated code, an endless chase for new knowledge, and working in environments where the business cares only about results, not how you achieve them. It's a world where you can easily lose your uniqueness and become just another cog in the money-making machine. While programming remains one of the most in-demand and well-paid professions, beneath the surface there are numerous problems and challenges that can take a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. If you're considering a career in programming or are already on that path, it's important to understand that it's not just about privileges and freedom, but also immense responsibility and continuous self-improvement. It's up to you whether you can handle these challenges or become one of those who wake up early in the morning, hating every moment spent at work. If you want to find your true purpose and avoid ending up in the wrong place, wasting your life and youth, subscribe to my channel and comment with the word purpose. I'll send you a special guide. This guide contains step-by-step instructions and tips to help you discover your true calling and take the first steps in the right direction toward financial independence.